solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the 49ers and the Rams, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 24.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here. As it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they enter play. An early season tilt, and when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them any favors, but if they can win here and get to 2-0 on the road, they could be well set up for the rest of the year.
This taken in at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And bringing them out is the top pick in the 2018 draft. Fiery competitor from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson. 22 carries, 102 yards.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
Mayfield throw going into the hands of Williams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Finds his man. It's Kohler. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Now a throw here to his running back. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it makes it third down and 2 yards to go. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a third down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And again, it's Mayfield. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. Robinson up the middle, shedding the tackle, and he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked out with his team, and think about the celebration back home.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting him score a touchdown versus holding him to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know, he hated taking the loss there on third down. And his kick is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. Bringing them out, the former Tar Heel, second-year pro, Sam Howell.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this Niner defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running left, Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The clock running here. Under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. This defense for the Niners, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try.
Oh, Howell loses it. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. Here's Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go play action. Mayfield. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They'll run for it with Robinson. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards.
Well, so much for being backed up against their goal line to start the drive. He gave some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. Faking the handoff. Howell. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D is... Touchdown. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Howell throwing on third down here. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up fourth down. Howell going to go for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sent back at the 38. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. Mayfield to throw it. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. On third down, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. A good first down call as the screenplay gets them 9.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain. I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Howell. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, a 22.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
He's going to pick up the first down and then some. Touchdown, Rams. Jonathan Taylor, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him go up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to add to their lead should they so choose. Mayfield on first down. He's got him in. Complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Mayfield. Finding Williams once more. Complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And now a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is right down Broadway. And now it's a two-score game at 9, 16-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. One last shot before the break. Howell. Open man right side of St. Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So we have reached half. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Rams first down with ease as they'll wind up getting 9 there on 4th and 5. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try to keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Second down, Howell back to pass. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juju Brents. And the Niners will have solid field position. Take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On second down, here's Penny. Oh, look at the juke. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Rashad Penny, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They'll let Robinson try and run. And he will dive into the end zone, and the two-point conversion is successful. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least 1 more series of downs in order to get some rest.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Forced out to his left. Here's Johnson with a reception. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing here, Howell. Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown from 6 yards away. And the Rams are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. A first down throw for Mayfield. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 63 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Isaac Yedem picks it. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. And that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They'll go play action. Howell. His throw incomplete. He's trying to get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off of it. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, Howell. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Trent McDuffie getting the chance to blitz and finishing it off with a sack.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick 6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I've thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And this one is right through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Mayfield down. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. That is caught by Thielen. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And again, it's Mayfield. Flush to his right. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Baker Mayfield, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So all eyes on this Rams offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. A little under 2.5 to go. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. Now throwing on first down here. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Howell to throw. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw, Howell. Pass complete to Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Howell's throw complete there to St. Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Howell's a throw completed to Hyatt. Touchdown, Rams. Jalen Hyatt with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Moody good with the extra point. And now things going to get more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Here's Mayfield. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Jamison Williams, 73 yards. And the 49ers are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So now the story changes. Trailing in this one now. At time, a huge factor. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. Howell to throw. That one finds Hyatt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First down by Hyatt, and with him, you know exactly what you're getting. A massive amount of speed that can take the lid off of any defense. Still has work to do, but with his gifts, Hyatt has a clear wide receiver 1 upside.
Here's Howell. He finds Taylor, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Howell looking to throw again. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, perfect. Done. Now they need to convert, then get that onside kick. A big play coming now for the Rams. Gonna get in here. So the decision to go for two does not pay off, as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So the onside kick will come with 17 seconds to play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw